Welcome to the I Want a World campaign. We hope you will join us in the first of its kind in the nation's social media campaign to address sexual and domestic violence in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, and transgender communities. We want a world in which everyone has the right to safety and dignity in their homes, their schools, their workplaces, and their communities.
A world where relationships are based on respect and equality, and with no tolerance for abuse, regardless of one's sexual orientation or gender identity. We believe that together we can create this world.
To do so, we'll have to dig deep to uproot the causes of sexual and domestic violence in the LGBTQ communities, which are connected to violence against women, which is connected to racism, sexism, homophobia, and transphobia, ableism, imperialism, xenophobia, and all oppressions.
I want a world for our kids that looks at power very differently than it does now. That does not define power as power over or as control, whether that's one group or one individual controlling another to get what they want. I want a world where power is so different a concept that our kids wouldn't recognize it as what we see today. I want a world where we use power to support and strengthen each other, where we welcome differences and embrace them.
I want a world where there's a multiplicity of genders, where we recognize the spectrum of gender identities and sexual orientations and interactions rather than punish them.
We will deepen our understanding of sexual and domestic violence experienced by LGBTQ communities. And importantly, we will further our understanding of what we need to do to end it.
The reality is that sexual and domestic violence, stalking, and other abusive behaviors occur within the LGBTQ communities at the same or higher rates as in straight and cisgender relationships. We want LGBTQ victims and survivors of abuse to have a name for what is happening to them and to know that they're not alone. And we want them to know that when they do reach out for help, they'll be welcomed and not judged for who they are.
Too many lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, and trans survivors continue to be left in the margins and do not receive the support and resources that we need and deserve. However, the champions and supporters of the I Want a World campaign give us hope with their commitment to provide services to address the diverse needs of the LGBTQ community.
I want a world where we can talk about LGBTQ and male survivors without it being seen as minimizing the concern for men's violence against women. By recognizing our shared vision for a world free of violence, we can rise above these differences while also respecting our diverse experiences and identities.
People do not all have equal access because of the communities they are in. When you add violence to the mix, communities become even further marginalized, with limited access to resources that make the difference in their lives. In the world I envision, we have expanded our reach to give more access to LGBTQ survivors from all different backgrounds.
We hope you'll get involved in this campaign because it matters and it will make a difference. We're committed to working with you and anyone in Massachusetts to spread awareness about sexual and domestic violence in lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, and trans communities, and to ensure that services, systems, and the public respond and meet the needs of LGBTQ survivors and victims.
Jane Doe is very proud to collaborate with our member program, the Network Lorette, on this campaign. And now here's your part. We want to hear your vision of a world without violence in the LGBTQ communities through video, a piece of artwork, a poem, a song. Bring together your friends, family, classmates, and co-workers, because we all have a role to play.
We want a world free of sexual and domestic violence. What kind of world do you want?